Hello everyone, my name is Nick, and for my presentation, I'm going to prepare pork loin tacos topped with a creamy chipotle coleslaw just for you. Here are the ingredients. So we're gonna use a fourth a cup of mayonnaise. We're gonna use 8 ounces of chunks in pineapple used in juice and then drained and chopped with a fourth cup juice reserve. Then we're going to use 3 tablespoons of fresh cilantro, which is right here. We're going to use the 3 minced garlic cloves. And then we're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of canned chipotle chilies in adobo. We're going to use 1 8-ounce of coleslaw mix. And then 3 scallions thinly sliced. And then 2 pork tenderloins, 1.5 to 2 pounds total, sliced in half lengthwise, and then 12 corn tortillas. Okay, so we're gonna thinly slice these scallions right here. Now I'm gonna chop the pineapple in thinly bite slices. I'm gonna chop 2 chipotle chilies in adobo. I'm gonna chop 3 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Now I'm gonna mince 3 cloves of garlic. Now I'm gonna cut the pork loin lengthwise. Now I'm gonna whisk the mayonnaise, chipotle adobe, cilantro, garlic, and pineapple juice. Now I'm gonna whisk all these ingredients. Now I reserve a fourth of a cup of the mayo mix right here in this little small container. Now I'm gonna pad dry the pork tenderloins and put them right here and salt them after. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little sea salt on top of the meat, and also I'm gonna put this mayo mix on top and mix them together. Now I'm gonna check to make sure my cast iron pan is heated, which to me it is. Now we're gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. Then we're gonna put the pork loin to cook. So I'm gonna check every 6 minutes and then check to make sure the temperature is 145 degrees. To make sure that they're nice and tender. I'm gonna check to see about if there's any browning on the pork loin. So we're gonna lift this guy up. A little browning on the bottom right here, but it's gonna give it a little bit. So we're gonna check this other side too. Yep, still needs a little bit more browning. Now I just flipped the tenderloins and you can see a beautiful browning from the Maillard reaction. Now I will take this opportunity to talk about meats, the Maillard reaction, vitamins and minerals, how conduction affects cooking, cast iron pans, and vegetables. The qualities of meat, its texture, color, and flavor, are determined by the arrangement of and related proportions and of the muscle fibers, connective tissue, and fat tissue. Muscle fibers become denser, drier, and tougher when cooked. Generally, the toughness of a cut of meat is determined by where it comes from in the animal's body and by the animal's age and activity. Meat is a nutrient-dense food providing high-quality protein, bioavailable iron, zinc, selenium, and vitamins B12 to B6 and niacin, which are crucial for muscle repair and oxygen transport, immune function, and brain health. Pork tenderloin is a specific cut of meat from the pig. It is located along the spine beneath the ribs. This cut is part of the loin section, which is known for its tenderness. In conduction, heat is transferred through direct contact from one particle to another. Conduction takes different forms and different materials. This is primarily used for searing, frying, and pan cooking. Conduction can also be applied in sauteing, grilling, frying, and pan cooking. Conduction can also be applied in sauteing, grilling, deep frying, baking, and roasting and flat top griddles. The Maillard reaction requires sugar, amino acids from protein, and heat. The more complex and meatier than caramelized flavors because the involvement of amino acids adds nitrogen and sulfur atoms to the mix of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, which produces new families of molecules and new aromatic dimensions. Maillard browning is around 230 degrees Fahrenheit. These reactions need high, dry, and heat well above water's boiling point at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to talk about cast iron that has poor heat conductivity. It is best for searing and heat retention. A cast iron pan will absorb more heat and hold it longer than a singular aluminum pan. Thick cast iron pans provide steady, even heat, but need to be seasoned to avoid oxidation. The iron in these pans can be beneficial as many people are iron deficient. When we are working with fresh produce, in my case, I chose a bag of pre-cut red and cabbage with shredded carrots. We need something to remember that cutting produce increases the exposure to oxygen, accelerating vitamin C loss. So whenever possible is best to cut your own vegetables prior to using. We should also remember that soaking cut vegetables can leach water-soluble vitamins. Remember that peeling your vegetables removes fiber and nutrients concentrated in or near the skin. To maximize nutritional value, choose fresh, ripe produce. When possible, store fruits and vegetables properly. Cool, dark, and dry when appropriate. Use minimal water when cooking and opt for steaming or quick sauteing. Eat a variety of colors to get a wider variety of nutrients. Fruits and vegetables are packed with essential vitamins like C, A, K, and B, and many B vitamins. Minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and iron, and a wide variety of phytochemicals, including flavonoids, carotenoids, glucosinolates, and phenolic acids. For my recipe, I'm using canned pineapple because I can use both the pineapple and its juice. But you can substitute for fresh pineapple and just add pineapple juice if you would like to use fresh fruit. I'm also using 2 canned chipotle chilies in adobo. They add a rich, earthy flavor to the pork loin as well as to the slaw. Now I'm going to check my pork loins and turn them again. Now I'm going to check the tenderloin to make sure it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit. So as we see right now that it's not quite ready yet. So we're gonna have to give it a little bit more. Now I'm gonna check the tenderloin to make sure it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And as you can see, it's not getting quite ready yet. So we'll check in the next 2 minutes. Now, it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit, so it looks like this tenderloin is ready. Now, I'm going to tent it with foil and let it rest for 5 minutes. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to mix my coleslaw with pineapple, scallions, and sauce. We're going to mix this up so it gets a nice creamy texture. Now, we're going to heat up the tortillas on the stove. Now, I do want to warn you guys, do not burn your fingers, but if you do not feel comfortable doing this, you can always use a pan or a cast iron pan. So you're just gonna grab it like this. Now I'm gonna cut my pork tenderloin into thick bite-sized pieces. And then we're gonna put it by creating with the tortilla, the pork, and the coleslaw. Okay, so I'm going to assemble my taco. So I got the tortilla. Now we're gonna add the pork tenderloin. Then we're gonna assemble with the coleslaw mixed with the sauce. Go. We're going to assemble this, put a little bit more here. There it is. Thank you for watching my video. Bon appetit.